Welcome back. It's 9:22. After hours of deliberations yesterday, a jury found Leandre Hill guilty of shooting and killing a UTSA student after allegedly crashing a fraternity party.
Paul Venema was there for closing arguments. Here is a clip from his story.
Hill was among a group of men who prosecutors say crashed an off-campus fraternity party. First, a fist fight, then that fatal gunshot they claim was fired by Hill.
It's his choices that brought us here. And it'll be your choice to find him guilty.
And Paul joins us for our studio debrief. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
It feels weird. I feel like it's a Wednesday.
I know. We're going to be off all week
Thursday.
now, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
But this is a very interesting case. So this murder happened over 7 years ago. It was back in the spring of 2012. So why is it just going to trial now?
It was a party, a lot of people there. They had some difficulty with witnesses. So initially they charged him with murder, and the witnesses that they needed disappeared. So they ended up dropping the case. And then another group of prosecutors, another administration took another look at the case and decided they had something there. So in 2017, he was re-indicted. And so now he's been, then they went forward with that and went to trial finally today. But it's been around for a long time. The main problem was witnesses.
Paul, the jury deliberated for about 8 hours. Balance out against the length of trial. Long deliberations here?
Well, that really kind of depends on how you look at it. The evidence was complicated, and there was some question about the credibility of the witnesses. So as far as the length of the trial balanced against the hours of the deliberations, that's about right. 8 hours of deliberation should bring you a verdict.
All right, you mentioned to us the Allan Charge. What is the Allan Charge and what happened here?
Yeah, and I neglected to mention that. That's how we finally got to the verdict. Was the judge delivered to the jury what's called an Allan Charge. And the way that works is the jury sends out a note to the judge and says they're having some difficulty. In this case, there were two jurors that said they just didn't have the evidence there to go along with the majority of the panel. They didn't say what the majority was leaning toward, guilt or innocence. But anyway, they couldn't go along with it. So the judge delivered to them what's called the Allan Charge. And what that does is it just says that it encourages them to continue deliberation. It says you've had all the evidence, you've had some time. If we have to declare a mistrial, another jury will be dealing with the same set of facts, everything's going to be the same. So in pretty strong language, it says get back there and get busy. They sent a note at about a little after 4. At 5 o'clock, the judge dropped the Allan Charge on them, and just before 6, they had a verdict.
Okay, so what's our punishment range looking like right now?
It's a first-degree felony. Murder is a first-degree felony, so we're looking at 5 to 99 to life, and the testimony is going to begin in that phase of the trial this morning. We'll see what each side has to offer.
So you're heading to court now.
On my way.
From here. All right, and if you missed this full story, of course, you can go to ksat.com and watch it in its entirety, and you'll have updates on the later newscasts.
We shall.
Thank you very much, Paul.